Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. When Krishna gives you, you get. Always depend on Krishna and everything will be alright. Fight and depend on the results on Krishna. Hare Krishna to all the devotees present here. Today myself Kunjaviharini will be speaking on the topic chapter 15 of Prabhupada Lilamrta. This shows the journey of Srila Prabhupada, the challenges he faced, the connections he had, and the commitment to his ultimate goal. First of all, I would like to thank the temple management to give such a wonderful opportunity to me. And now I'll be starting the class by seeking your blessings. So today we'll be seeing the introduction to Srila Prabhupada's journey, the challenges in New York he faced, his acquaintances he met, and their impact in Srila Prabhupada's life, his efforts to establish a temple, and the financial and logistical challenges which he faced, and at last his persistence and faith on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna. So let's start with the introduction to Srila Prabhupada's journey. I have come here in this old age, neither for sightseeing nor for any personal interest. It is for the interest of the entire humanity that I am trying to implement the signs of Krishna, which will actually make them happy. So it is the duty of every devotee of Lord Krishna to help me by all means. This was strongly mentioned by Srila Prabhupada. So finally December came and Srila Prabhupada got an extension in his visa and he continued to stay on in America. Even though America seemed so opulent for Srila Prabhupada, his only mission was to spread Harinama Sankirtana around the world. During his stay in America, he faced numerous challenges. Now let's see the challenges he faced in New York City. Harsh weather, cultural differences, and financial struggles. Prabhupada faced severe winter conditions in New York, including snowstorms and freezing temperatures. The weather went below freezing, colder than he had ever experienced in India. Cultural differences. It was very difficult for Srila Prabhupada to adapt to the chaotic environment in New York City. Despite the various advices which were given to him from Swami Nikhilananda of Ramakrishna Mission as well as the other advisors to give up on his traditional Indian dress and strict vegetarianism like the other Indian immigrants did, Prabhupada strictly abided to his cultures and traditions and also quoted, he had not come to beg something but to give something. Financial struggles. Prabhupada encountered lot of financial struggles while building a temple in New York. Due to the untimely death of Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri, who had been scheduled to visit America, it was a great upset for Srila Prabhupada as his plans in making the temple in New York. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada faced a lot of financial crisis while building a temple in New York. While facing these challenges, Srila Prabhupada met a lot of people and he made acquaintances with them. So let's see the acquaintances he made. Mr. Rubin, Mrs. Ferber, Harvey Cohen, Mr. Malhotra, and Dr. Mishra. So, Mr. Rubin, he was a Turkish Jew and a subway conductor who met Srila Prabhupada on a park bench. Mrs. Ferber, she was the wife of proprietor of the Paragon Book Gallery. Harvey Cohen, he was an artist who frequently visited Srila Prabhupada. Mr. Malhotra, he was a consulate officer whom Srila Prabhupada met at New India House. Dr. Mishra, he was associated with the Ramakrishna Mission. So now let's see the impact of these people in Srila Prabhupada's life. Mr. Rubin, he was a Turkish Jew and subway conductor who recognized Srila Prabhupada's spiritual outlook. As we know that, so he reflected on Srila Prabhupada's character, like Srila Prabhupada always mentioned we when he spoke, and he always spoke about the spiritual master who had sent him to America. And also Srila Prabhupada always said that he was never alone. Mrs. Ferber, as we know that she was the wife of proprietor of the Paragon Book Gallery. She found Prabhupada to be a pleasant and polite gentleman. Harvey Cohen, he was an artist who frequently visited Srila Prabhupada in his small office, and he was always happy to see him. He was asked by Prabhupada to paint a picture of Lord Chaitanya and his disciples, and he called this picture as Sankirtana. Now, it was a former dream for Srila Prabhupada to establish a temple in New York, because he saw it as the perfect gateway to share the timeless wisdom of Bhagavad Gita and Krishna Consciousness with the modern world. Prabhupada didn't want just a building, but he wanted a spiritual home where people could chant, learn, and experience Krishna's presence. Since establishing a temple was the foremost dream for Srila Prabhupada, he had put numerous efforts to make his dream come true. So now let's see the efforts he took to establish a temple. Funding challenges, correspondence with Singhania, government approval issues, cultural context considerations, and conclusion. So funding challenges. Srila Prabhupada faced significant financial difficulties in securing funds for the temple. His primary hope rested on Sri Padampat Singhania, who had the means to support the project. Correspondence with Singhania. Prabhupada wrote letters to Singhania seeking financial assistance for the temple construction. Singhania expressed interest, but he also highlighted the need for government approval to send the funds abroad. Government approval issues. Prabhupada faced hundreds of hurdles in securing government approval for foreign funds. The lack of sanction created uncertainty in fund transfers. Cultural context considerations. Prabhupada advocated for a temple design that reflected Vrindavan's simplicity, as he always kept Vrindavan in his heart wherever he went. He prioritized devotion over opulence in the architectural vision. Conclusion. Prabhupada's unwavering dedication despite all the obstacles to the temple project was evident. His journey illustrated the blend of spirituality and cultural values in his mission. Since building a temple required a large amount of funds, Srila Prabhupada also faced a lot of financial and logistical challenges as well. So now let's see what were the financial and logistical challenges. Funding obstacles versus support deficiencies. Prabhupada faced significant challenges in securing financial support for the temple in New York. Similarly, on the other hand, in India, Prabhupada experienced a lack of encouragement from his peers. He sought assistance from wealthy devotees like Sri Padampat Singhania, Mr. Hartman, and many more people. His requests for assistance often went unanswered. Funding obstacles. Government restrictions on foreign exchange complicated the financial logistics, whereas on the other hand, this left him isolated in his efforts to establish the temple. At last, approval from the Indian government was required for the funds to be sent abroad. On the other hand, the response from influential figures such as Sri Padampat Singhania, Mr. Hartman was minimal, contrasting with his hopes for collaboration. Despite facing challenges and obstacles in his mission, Srila Prabhupada always showed unwavering faith on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, which helped him throughout his mission and his ultimate goal. So it is only through persistence and faith that Srila Prabhupada was able to fulfill his dream mission. So he followed the daily devotional practices of studying, chanting, reading, translating Srimad Bhagavatam, and many more. He also faced numerous financial and logistical challenges, but he never gave up. He also faced cultural challenges while adapting to the American society, which was a modern world and a new world for him. Despite facing a lot of challenges and obstacles in his mission to fulfill his ultimate goal, he always kept unwavering faith on Lord Shri Krishna. Finally, he reached his ultimate goal and established the first ever ISKCON temple in the Western world. So in conclusion, as we have seen, the temple establishment, financial struggles, and cultural adaptation. Srila Prabhupada was really abided to build a Radha Krishna temple in New York. Despite facing a lot of financial difficulties and limited support from India, he never gave up, and he also maintained his traditional values, which he kept while adapting to life in New York City, America. So today's take-home lesson is depend on Krishna, because he is the ultimate master of all situations. It is not the doctor or the medicine or the place, but it is ultimately Krishna who is the master to do everything. So now let's chant one time Hare Krishna for all the devotees. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If knowingly or unknowingly I would have committed any mistake, please forgive me. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gurudev Maharaj ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Kunjaviharini. So what is the final take-home message? Depend on Krishna. Haribol. So it was very nice deliverance. Thank you so much. So we see Srila Prabhupada, 3 difficulties he made: cultural, financial, and climate conditions also. So he overcome all of them. Okay. On what basis he overcome? He overcome on the basis of Krishna's dependence on the Krishna. So that was the take-home message Kunjaviharini has given. So in our life also we come across so many hurdles. So we need to come out of this with the help of the faith on Krishna. So thank you so much, Kunjaviharini. Nicely analyzed the subject matter. So you have presented very nicely. So finally you have just chanted for all the devotees, but now we are going to chant for you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I request Prabhuji, Raghunatha Prabhuji, just to hand over this.
Hare Krishna. Dear Kunjaviharini, Krishna consciousness is there in everyone's heart. Simply one has to revive it by this association, this Krishna conscious association. So it is neither difficult nor impractical, nor very unpalatable. Everything is nice. So our request to everyone that let them take this munificent gift of Lord Chaitanya, Krishna consciousness movement, Hare Krishna and Hare Krishna chanting, and you will be happy. Signed by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. What more you want? Haribol.
Thank you.